Jack, good day at the office today. Where does that rank in terms of performances since you've joined as manager?
It was a very good one. I think we've been fortunate that we've had a lot of them here in the last 6 months. I think we've had some big results here, produced some terrific attacking displays. But I think given the calibre of the opposition, also the importance of today, I know we're only 4 games into the season, but they obviously came into the game with 100% record. So when you add all that into it, then I think it certainly ranks up there, yeah.
It was obviously a real early opportunity for you to maybe not lay down a marker, but get to measure yourself to see how you were faring at the early goings of the season. You must be happy with how you did do that today.
Yeah, the players have trained unbelievably well this week. I think there was an excitement about the game. We stressed before the game about if we are realistic about what we want to try and do this season, but the ambition is to challenge at the top end of the table. These are the games you have to go and perform in. They did that in abundance. So proud of them today. They deserve the credit for it because we worked hard at how we wanted to play, what we wanted from the game, and they did that fantastically well today.
We spoke earlier in the week about how the fact, I think it was 25 goals from the last 8 games here, just from St Mirren, another 3 onto that today, and a clean sheet. Yeah,
clean sheet's the thing that's been missing this season, so pleased for Craig. Made a fantastic save at 0-0 that probably has a big bearing on the game that can sometimes get forgotten about. Defensively as a whole team, our understanding of the shape and what we wanted to try and limit them to do was great. So pleased that even towards the end of the game we didn't lack concentration. That meant that we gave up that clean sheet. Because there'll be times where we won't be as free flowing as forward areas and you have to scrape games out. So clean sheets are just as vital to me as it's what we're doing in forward areas.
Lewis Morgan said to stmirren.com earlier in the week as well that he thrives in the big games. He's certainly done that today.
Yeah, special player, special boy. He's a great young man. I know I've spoken often enough about how close we are. Told him in the summer that he's better than the opportunities that might have been there for him in the summer. I'm grateful to the chairman and the board and backing me in that regard because it's so important to what we're trying to do here. So quick, so technical and talented with both feet. That immense talent. I'm delighted that he got his rewards today as well for his performance. But he wasn't the only one. I know he'll grab headlines, but all round the pitch we were terrific.
All round the pitch as well. Ian McShane picking up his first goal for St Mirren as well. A really tidy finish. Pleased with that. Yeah,
I think he's growing week by week. I think that although he had a full pre-season, he didn't play a lot pre-season, and he also probably didn't play as much as he wanted last season. So sometimes you take a little longer to get into a rhythm of playing. Obviously, you take a little bit longer to create a partnership with Stephen. I think that's growing week in, week out. I think their understanding of the system as well that we've played in the last couple of weeks has been great. I'm very fortunate to have an abundance of players middle to front who are technically very good and have that composure. We do some drills and training where the standard of finishing is terrific. It's more difficult to produce under pressure, but the 3 goals were terrific, and Ian's one was just as good as the other 2.
Talking about the forward players, you've got a real, like you say, an abundance of them, guys that can get fans off their seats, and that was certainly the case. I know we talk about them very often, but the fans were terrific again today.
Yeah, I mentioned after the Falkirk game about such a different vibe and atmosphere within this ground. I loved aspects of that game today. You know, feeling that atmosphere within it, feeling the players get the reward, feeling that enjoyment from the supporters, because there's been, it's been a troubled time here in recent years. We've still got a huge amount of way to go. Small steps forward all the time. It's only 4 games into the season, but we're getting there. We're progressing week in, week out, and what happens is you develop a feeling within your club that you don't just want to win games. Everybody wants to win football matches on a weekly basis. You want to need to win them. Need to win them as a club, need to win them as players, need to win them as a staff, need to win them as a support. And that mentality is coming, it's growing, it's getting stronger. I'm going to keep pushing it. I spoke during the week to the board about being obsessed we're winning this league, or being obsessed by getting this club promoted and getting us upward again. I am. It's not good for my health at times, but I'm utterly obsessed by it because I want to drag the club forward, and delighted for the people that pay money that come today that they had the rewards of that type of performance.
And again, another home game next week. Pleasing to be back on this field given the way things are going.
Yeah, our form over here in the last 6 months, I think since the turn of the year, has been outstanding. You mentioned the number of goals we've scored, but the number of games we've won here, and the type of performance we've produced. I go back to my time as a player here. We never really had that freedom here. Never felt that freedom. I think that's growing every time, and the players deserve a huge amount of credit for it.
Perfect. Well done.
Cheers, Jumbo.